A killer who left no evidence except one single hair. Imagine a crime so perfectly executed that investigators thought they were chasing a ghost. No fingerprints, no footprints, no weapon, no DNA, nothing. The scene was wiped with surgical precision, almost like the killer knew every move the forensic team would make. But what they didn't know was that the smallest mistake can shatter the smartest criminal. It began on a cold evening when police found the victim in their apartment, the room immaculate, untouched, almost staged. Detectives were shocked. There wasn't a single trace left behind. Whoever did this wasn't a beginner. They were experienced, careful, and deeply methodical. Days passed with no leads, no suspects, and no motive. The case was on the edge of going cold, and fear began to spread across the neighborhood. It felt like the killer could strike again at any moment. But then, during one final sweep of the crime scene, a junior forensic officer noticed something barely visible under the victim's collar. A tiny strand, one single hair. It was so thin it almost blended with the fabric. Everyone in the room froze. This was the first and only piece of evidence they had. Testing began immediately. The team worked sleepless nights, and when the results came back, it wasn't what they expected. The hair didn't belong to the victim, and it didn't belong to anyone in the apartment. The DNA was a partial match to someone already in the criminal system, a petty thief, but someone who had a close connection to a much more dangerous figure. That one hair opened a chain of secrets investigators never imagined. Following the lead, detectives tracked the thief's known associates, uncovering a hidden network tied to the victim. The deeper they looked, the more everything pointed to one man, a mastermind who ordered hits but never carried them out himself. He was always careful, always distant, always clean. But this time, for the first time in years, one small mistake connected him to the crime. The arrest was swift. The trial was even quicker, and in the courtroom, prosecutors presented the evidence, the single hair that cracked the perfect crime. The jury didn't take long. Guilty. The ghost had been unmasked by the smallest clue possible. And that's how one tiny strand exposed a killer who thought he left nothing behind. If you want more chilling stories like this, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Grimcasebook. Your support helps us uncover more dark mysteries. Thanks for watching, and stay curious, but stay safe.